Hello and welcome to Origin, the board game. I'll give a brief explanation of rules and components. So it's a 2 to 4 player game. The objective is to get the most points by expanding your tribe, represented by these tribe pawns, and by completing objectives, playing action, permanent cards, and collecting points. For example, these. So let's have a look at the tribe pawns. You've got 3 different heights: small, medium and tall. 3 different colours and 3 different thicknesses or strengths. This is the medium strength, this is the widest, biggest strength. You'll notice also that the medium tribe pawns has 2 of them. This is for the 4 player game. In the 2 to 3 player game you'll only use 1 of these 2, so you only have 1 of each type of tribe pawn. The player villages represented by different colours, so 1 for each different player. Got green, yellow, blue and pink. Now there's 3 different actions you can take. You can only take 1. You can evolve a tribe, which is basically placing a new tribe pawn with your associated colour into an adjacent part of the map. So for example, I could go there, and to evolve I need to place a pawn that's either a different colour and the same type, height and thickness, or same colour and 1 height greater and the same thickness, or 1 thickness wider but the same height. So for example, this is the starting point. You can see I've placed the small white pawn there, so I could either go 1 thickness greater like that, or I could go 1 height greater but the same thickness like that, or I could go 1 different colour. See, there's 3 different colours, so I could either do the brown or the black, like so. So once you've evolved to a new tile, then you can take the associated reward. So this is the yellow tile. It looks green actually, but it's actually yellow. So here's the rewards pile over here. I can show you that. So you have 1 of these, and they can basically give you different rewards, allowing you to get points. Now the actual mechanic is you take 3 cards and you can choose 1. So to give you a bit more strategic option there. And in addition to that, you can take 1 of these tiles on the associated rewards column. So because I landed on the yellow, I can take 1 of these. These are face up, so as you can see I can take any 1 of those, and these will contribute towards various other cards, permanents or objectives, and they'll allow you to get more points at the end. So you can see there's 1 mark, 2 notches, 3 notches, So it's probably best to start off with the 1. You can't actually play the 2 or the 3 unless you have a tile, innovation tile, which is what these are called, that is 1 lower. So in order to place the 2, I would need the 1 first. So for example, if I had this already, I could place this, and this would go on top, like so. It would go on top of my innovation tile. And likewise, I could only take the 3-notch innovation tile if I already had a 2-notch innovation tile shown up. So that's evolution. You can also migrate. So to migrate, you would need to have your village marker, and you can move it with the tribe pawn the number of spaces equal to its height. So there's 3 different types of height. This is the smallest one, so it's 1, 2 or 3. So this one goes to 1. So I can move it here, for example, onto the orange space, and if I do, I can take the associated reward. With migration, you can actually move through other tribe villages. So with this pawn I can move 2 spaces, and I can actually move through this village. So I could do 1, 2, land on this space here. I can't land on this space unless it was a swap, and that requires a special condition. So the last action available is swap, which is basically to move your pawn and village marker and swap it with another village pawn and marker. And to do that, the other pawn needs to be of inferior size. So basically, I can't do this. I can't swap this with this because this piece is much bigger. It has a higher strength. So this is the widest piece. So this can't be moved basically. However, if I own this piece, I could swap it with this, like so. And the same rules for migration work too. So this piece has a move of 2, so I could move 2 spaces. So if this pawn was here, I could move 2 like this, 1, 2, and swap it, like so. So you can take one of these reward tiles here. For example, I can take another one of these. And of course, you take 3 orange, these are permanent cards. So you can take 3 and you choose 1. And the other 2 you put on the bottom. Same thing goes for the action cards, and same thing goes for the objective cards. Now the objective cards, you start off with 1 at the beginning, and the same thing, you choose 3, you take 3 and you can choose 1. And the objective cards will give you a bonus depending on what it says. So it says 3 tribe pawns in Africa, and you get 3 points. And the objective you can play as soon as you've met that objective and you claim those points. Now, as soon as you played an objective, you can immediately draw a new one from the deck. So you can keep having a constant supply of objective cards, but you can only ever have 2 in your hand at any one time. The last one is the brown space that you could go into. So for example, if I was here, the brown space is for innovation tiles. So you can choose 2 out of the 6 on this board, as you can see. A bit wobbly there. You can see 6 there. This one should be revealed. I should also mention that once you've taken a tile, innovation tile, from the associated column, you immediately replace it with a new one, randomly picked. Alternatively, if you land on the brown, you can actually choose any of these innovation tiles. So you could choose 1 out of any of these on the board, or you can choose 2 from the innovation column there. So I'll just briefly show you what the actual cards have on them. So this is the action card deck. So this one you can play, it says swap a territory with a tribe of any strength. Another one says draw any card or take any innovation tile on the rewards board. The permanents, they stay in your area and they have a permanent effect. And also notice that you require an innovation tile with 3 notches there in order to play this permanent. So that's what the innovation tiles are required for. So for example, this one, power, starting now you can swap with tribe pawns of the same strength. This one says each card still in your hand at the end of the game will grant you 1 additional point. So those are permanent cards. The objectives generally grant you more points at the end of the game. So this one says if you have 4 adjacent tribe pawns on at least 2 continents, then you get 5 points. And continents are this part of the map, this bit down here, central area, north area here, and these 2 islands count as 1 continent. Another one could be if you have 3 tribe pawns on a yellow territory, then you get 4 points. So these are the yellow territories here, these ones here, and those are objective cards. And finally, there's these straits. Basically you can see down there, they're just basically dotted lines separating parts of the continent, and you can claim these points if you have a village marker on either side of the strait. So if you have one there, for example, and one there, then you would immediately claim the points associated on this strait. And that's about it for Origin. Those are the basics. Oh, I missed out one thing. These are one-time bonuses you get for landing on these hunting grounds. So for example, 8 points just for landing on that light green patch. And I think that's it for the basics of Origin. Thanks for watching.